Welcome back, Shark Kings. Today we're going to show you how to see your monthly games, only your monthly essential games, when viewing them in your library. That's right, it's time for another Tech Tuesday. So last week we tried to find out how we can differentiate between extra games and premium ones. We were able to show you only the extra games and hide the premium ones. So for this week, we're going to show you only the essential games. So in that video, it was just a matter of navigating the menus. The problem is the default menu took you to extra and premium games, and we only wanted to see extra games. So I showed you how to navigate to the games that are only on extra and not premium. So you guys love this stuff. I just want to say I really appreciate quality video. Oh, thank you. After a year, I finally know how to do this. Thank you. There's no way he knew I wanted that. Thank you. Scott Makes Games had an excellent question. I'd love to have a filter for only essential games, so I don't have to remember which ones I claimed and which are from extra. Well, here it is, Scott Makes Games, but as you guessed, it's gonna take some busy work. So let's show you how to get this all set up. So first thing to do is to go all the way to your library. In the game library, you have 3 tabs up top. Installed, Your Collection, PlayStation Plus. What do those mean? Well, it's pretty obvious. Installed, these are the games that are on your system right now. The PlayStation Plus tab will show you the trending games, your monthly games for the current month, and all the games from the extra catalog that you have added to library. Now, this includes games that have left. You see that little white lock right beside the PS Extra symbol on Red Dead Redemption? That means that game is no longer an extra. So if we go down, we'll see it again. There it is on Evil Within. There it is on Alien Isolation, Midnight Suns, Neil Replicant. These games all left. So even though they're in my library, I don't have access to them. I'm locked out because they left extra. The last tab we have is Your Collection. Now you'll see that Your Collection, so for me, it has like 300 something games, right? But if I go to PlayStation Plus, it will say 291. Why are there more games in my collection? Well, these are games that you've also bought. So these games are both extra and the ones you own. Now, this list can be huge and difficult to navigate because there will be so many games, especially if you've been on PS Plus for a long time. But the good news is there is a way to clean this up. We can categorize this by making lists. What are lists? Well, if you go to the top, you'll see my own list. Now, these are custom lists that you have to make. So for me, I have backlog on extra. So these are the games that I want to play, but I haven't played yet. Actually, that's not true. I got to update this. I beat Dead Cells, I beat Dredge, and so on. I'm playing these. Yeah, I have to update this. Don't look at me. So these are my personal lists. Now over here, I have short games I beat. So these are the games I beat. As you can see, some of them were on extra and left extra because they have that little white lock again. And then I have another one called Long Games I Beat. And then every time I beat a game, I add it to this list. Which brings us to the monthly essential games. Again, you don't have to download these games to your system. You just hit that add to the library button. And once you do, you can bring them in here. But how do we bring them in here? Well, let's show you. Let's jump right into it. Let's go back. So when you're in this menu, and let's just demonstrate again how to get to here. So if we go back, you scroll all the way to the right, Game Library, and then you press R1, and it takes you to Your Collection. So once you're in Your Collection, you scroll down to the game you want. What you do is you press Start, and it will say View Game, Add to Game List, or Hide. Because my lists are already set up, when I hit this button, it will show me the list that I just showed you. So I have Backlog Extra, Monthly Essential Games, Long Games I Beat, Short Games I Beat. And also at the bottom, it says Create New Game List. Now yours won't say this. You could totally copy me and make these for yourself, like have a backlog of extra in the monthly essential games, but you don't have to. You can call them whatever you want, like sports or racing. You can filter them out by genres, or even these are the multiplayer games I play with my friends, and so on. But today, all we're going to do is going to show you how to set this up. So let's start a new one. So for example, let's click on Temtem again, and you're going to click Add to Game List and then Create New Game List. Now at this point, you can add every single game, but I recommend doing it later. So right now, just create the actual list. Don't worry about selecting the games. Just hit add and then just call it monthly games. And then you hit confirm, and then it will tell you to sort them. How do you want to sort them? So I recommend saying date added new to old, but you can always change this later. So once you hit confirm, you'll see that it shows up there, monthly games. Now, this is the fun and laborious part. So we're going to do, like this was a monthly game, but this is also a monthly game. So again, we press start on this, add to game list, and then monthly games. And that's it. So now when we go up here, we see both those games are in the monthly games. Now here's where it gets tricky. The third game this month, as we see from here, It Takes Two is not showing up in my library. So if we go back, where is It Takes Two? Well, the problem is It Takes Two was already on Extra, and a lot of people played it like a few months ago, so it won't be right next to these, because these games are sorted by most recently added. So I didn't even play It Takes Two on Extra, let alone monthly, because I had already beaten it a long time ago, because we bought it brand new. It was a Valentine's Day gift from my girlfriend. What a great girlfriend. So if I scroll all the way down, oh my God, there it is. So it's all the way down at the bottom. So now I press start, add to game list, monthly games. Let's just press circle to go all the way back. So there we go. Monthly games. We got these 3 games. And we could confirm that these 3 games are the monthly games. It Takes Two, Aliens, Dark Descent, Temtem. Okay? So eventually, this little list here will look like my list. So my list is a lot bigger. But it's going to take a lot of busy work. So if you want to stick around, we can do that right now. So let's jump into the PlayStation blog. And then here, it's going to show you all the games. Now, you don't have to navigate the website. I'm going to do it for you. So if you paused and you got your PlayStation ready, here we go. All right. So December. For December, the games were It Takes Two, Aliens, Dark Descent, and Temtem. We just did that, and you know how to do that now. So for November, it's going to be Hot Wheels Unleashed 2, Ghostwire Tokyo, and I think this was the Death Note game. This wasn't a very good game. So if we scroll down, we can see Hot Wheels 2 is right there. So Hot Wheels 2, press start, add to game list, monthly games. Death Note, press start, add to game list, monthly games. And the other one was Ghostwire Tokyo, which again is a problem because I played it on Extra. So I played it a long time ago. There it is. I played it last year, so I had to scroll quite a bit to find it. Press start, add to game list, monthly games. So if we go back to the beginning, now we have monthly games. So now we have both December and November. I'm not going to do this every time. I'm just going to rush through it, okay? So these were the monthly games for November. October, WWE 2K24, Dead Space, and Doki Doki. So add those to the library, pause the video, and then come back. September, we had Quidditch Champions, MLB The Show 24, and Little Nightmares 2. That's for September, so add those. Pause this video if you need to. Let's do August. August, we had Star Wars, The Skywalker Saga, Five Nights at Freddy's, and The Ender Lilies. For July, we had Borderlands 3, NHL 24, and Among Us. I will make a list in the description, so just copy-paste that where you need to, or take a screenshot of it. May, we had FC24, Ghost Runner 2, Tunic, and Destiny 2 Lightfall. For April, we had Immortals of Avium, Minecraft Legends, and Skull, the Hero Slayer. For March, we had EA Sports F1 23, Sifu, Hello Neighbor 2, and another Destiny 2 DLC. For February, we had the best game of the world, Foam Stars. Just kidding, it's already canceled. And Roller Drome, which I highly recommend. This is a really fun game. And Steel Rising. And finally, for January of 2024, a year ago, we had A Plague Tale, Evil West, and Nobody Saves the World. So if you did all that, your list will go from this few games to this monthly essential games. So your list will look way more populated. And then that way you can differentiate between essential games and extra games. Now for me personally, a little advice is, let's go down here. So as you can see, this little white lock here, these games I'm locked out of. I can't play until I buy them. So if I didn't beat them, tough luck. Go spend some real money. So what I would do personally, if you had PlayStation Extra or above, is do not play monthly essential games. Like, you're wasting your time playing these games because these games you get to keep forever as long as you're on the service. But extra games do leave. So play the extra games first in your backlog. Once you've played everything you have, then you can even downgrade to a lower tier and you'll have hundreds of games waiting for you here. So for me, for 2024, out of all these games that you'll make in your list, I've only played maybe 2 of them because I don't want to waste my time with extra. Because for example, as you saw in my prediction video, which got a few games right, Resident Evil 2, Heart Space Space Shipbreaker, and Life is Strange are all leaving next month. Those who are subscribers, good job. We had a 9-day head start, and we're able to get a head start on these 3 games, and they are truly leaving. So my prediction was correct. Yay! Which means that if I spent this month playing monthly essential games, I'm using that time that I would have spent playing these games before they go away. So that's my advice to you, is if you're on extra or above, play the extra games, because they leave. The essential games are there forever. And when you do decide to downgrade later, if you decide to downgrade, you'll have so many games just waiting for you. Like for me personally, let's go. Like I can't wait to play Dead Space. I played the original and it's supposed to be so good. Like Little Nightmares 2, played the original. It's so good. I can't wait to play Sifu, but I don't want to waste my time right now playing those games. Same with Ghost Runner 2. I love the original. I only have a limited time of hours each month, and I would rather use those hours to play PS Plus extra games because those games leave, whereas the essential games stay forever. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video and subscribe if you like this content. And thank you so much to everyone for blowing up this channel. Wow, I just got 1,000 subscribers like less than a month ago, and we're almost at 2,000 subscribers. Look at these views. You guys are killing it. Okay, I was going to do a separate video, a short video on my predictions, whether they were right or wrong, but let's just sneak it in here because I hate YouTube Shorts. So, the last chance to play. Let's check these bad boys out. Last chance to play: a Resident Evil 2 Shipbreaker, Just Cause 3 Street Fighter. Oh, that's premium. Never mind. That's premium. Never mind. Just Cause 4 Life is Strange. That's premium. Never mind. Pure Hold'em Poker Champion. Now, if you're a subscriber, we already guessed some of these, didn't we? Let's go back and see how we did. So as you can see from the last video that we released 10 days ago, so if you're a subscriber, you got a 10-day head start. Let's see our predictions, how we did. So the first one was Resident Evil 2, and it was correct. And this is what I'll do for you guys. So these predictions, if you ever watched them after the fact, I will add in the chapters whether they were correct or not. And also what I'll try to do is I will try to pin a comment of the official ones. So I will tell you these ones were right. So if you're watching this video, don't worry about the other games. Like Session Skate Sim, that's staying. That was a wrong prediction. Okay, but we did get right Resident Evil 2, Hard Space Shipbreaker, Just Cause 3. So Life is Strange 1 and Life is Strange Before the Storm are both leaving, but the other Life is Strange games are still hanging around. So if you enjoyed this video and the last video, tune in and subscribe for, what are we calling it again? Tech Tuesday or Tuesday Tips, Big TT or Small TT? Let's just call it OOTT. All of Ocelot's Tech Tuesdays. Just showing you how to do things with your PlayStation menu and beyond. So if you enjoyed this video, drop a like and subscribe. Until next time, be a friend, and I will see you again, my friend. You could say, see you next Tuesday.